Now over to our interview with Jason and Jesse Jackson.
Today is a rare occasion. It isn't too often that you have the opportunity to interact with one of this nation's, I should say, giants.
The issues that impact upon the lives of the black and the poor will not be on the back burner next time around. Somebody must defend the poor. Whenever you defend the black, you defend the poor by definition. The black agenda is a national agenda. We need health care and education based upon need, not just based upon income. But everybody needs that. We need an adequate public educational system that performs and produces. Everybody needs that. We want to work, and we want to get paid for the work that we do. Everybody needs that. We want our share rather than welfare. We want trade rather than aid. We want parity rather than charity. And so the issues that we raise are really bona fide national interest issues. You take, for example, with the Kansas farmers who may be watching this program. There's a PIC program. It's really PIC for the rich, and it's pickpocket for the poor. That program was a $2.8 billion agricultural program to really resell stuff already sold, really what it comes down to.
Inspirational. Now we have a video about abortion.
Abortion is a changing topic, and we think it's a soft subject to handle, so we're going to let this video explain it.
Over 50 million abortions have taken place in the United States since 1973. That's 1 every 24 seconds, or over 3,600 every day. Abortion is the #1 killer in the United States, above heart disease, cancer, and everything else that kills us. At the current rate, 1 in 3 women will have an abortion by age 45. And of the women who have abortions, half of them have had more than one. Of the abortions that take place each year, less than 1% is because of rape and incest combined. 7 out of 10 of the women having abortions claim to be Christian at the time of abortion. Over half of the women having abortions are under 25, and almost 20% are teenagers. 40% of the minors who have abortions do not tell their parents they have had one. Regardless of race, 100% of abortions end a life, whether it's white, black, Hispanic, or any other race. 31% of all abortions are paid for with your tax dollars. In fact, 1/3 of Planned Parenthood's funding came from government grants from your taxes. Want to know how your money was used? The ratio of abortions to adoptions was 62-1, and they weren't the only ones using your money to pay for abortions. Most insurance companies also cover part of the cost. The majority of these abortions are surgical procedures. Abortion is devastating the African American community as a whole. 1 in every 5 U.S. pregnancies are now ending in abortion.
We're going to take a commercial break.
That's some good pot for you.
No.
Cocaine?
No thanks.
Yo, my man, you want some lewds? No way.
If someone offers you drugs, instead of saying something you really don't mean, just say no.
Got some Sensimillion for you.
No. No. No big production number. Just say no. You'd be surprised how well it works.
Pot?
No.
It's yours?
No,
Your mother said she found it in your closet.
I don't know. One of the guys must have...
Must have what?
Look, Dad, it's
Where
not...
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
When I grow up, I want to be a track star.
No one ever says, I want to be a junkie when I grow up.
I want to be a ballerina.
Yet thousands of kids let getting high make a mess of their lives.
I want to be a nurse.
Don't let drugs get in the way of your dreams.
These people, here in Mission Control, were responsible for guiding NASA's 1,800-pound unmanned Voyager 1 spacecraft some billion miles through space. On November 12th, after a 3-year journey, Voyager 1 made its closest encounter with the planet Saturn.
There's an epidemic going on. Here's some facts about AIDS.
Thanks, Billy. AIDS is a changing epidemic, and we think it's a soft topic, so we're going to let this video explain some of the things that are going on in this time.
This year, in the United States, 42,000 people will become infected with the virus that causes AIDS.
AIDS is an incurable disease that is the end result of infection by the human immunodeficiency virus, or HIV. An individual who contracts HIV may become sick quickly or can live symptom-free for years. HIV and AIDS are not one and the same. Those with AIDS are infected with HIV, but people infected with HIV do not necessarily have AIDS. A person has AIDS when their T-cell count falls below a measurement scale of 200, as opposed to the 500 to 1500 in a healthy person. An extremely low CD4 count means that a person's immune system is no longer healthy enough to fight off intruding viruses and bacteria. Signs that HIV may be turning into AIDS include extreme fatigue, rapid weight loss, persistent diarrhea, a high fever, and swollen glands in the neck, armpits, or groin. Even if a person doesn't have a low CD4 count, they are still classified as having AIDS if they contract any one of 26 opportunistic conditions. These are a group of illnesses that don't generally occur in people with functioning immune systems, but do show up in AIDS patients. 2 of these are cancers. One, Kaposi sarcoma, results from a tumor in the blood vessel walls and appears as disfiguring pink or purple lesions on the skin and mouth. The other cancer, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, originates in the disease-fighting blood cells known as lymphocytes. This appears as swelling of the lymph nodes. Several opportunistic conditions that confirm an AIDS diagnosis stem from invading bacteria like tuberculosis and recurrent bacterial pneumonia. Pneumocystis carinii pneumonia is a potentially deadly inflammation of the lungs that is one of the most common infections occurring in people with HIV worldwide. Tuberculosis is the leading opportunistic infection in nations where access to medications is low. It occurs when bacteria infect the lungs and can manifest as coughing with bloody mucus. Sometimes an opportunistic infection can be fungal, like candidiasis. When candidiasis causes a white coating to form on the mouth, tongue, or vagina, this is called thrush. Although HIV itself is a virus, another virus can enter the body and cause an opportunistic infection. One example is cytomegalovirus, or CMV, a herpes virus that healthy adults fight easily. In people with HIV, however, the virus causes damages to the body, most notably the eyes. If untreated, CMV can lead to blindness. Other complications that lead to an AIDS diagnosis include wasting syndrome, whereby a person loses at least 10% of their body weight, and AIDS dementia complex, where nerve damage causes diminished mental functioning. These conditions and others mean that HIV has progressed to AIDS. While this is disheartening, many modern medications can keep AIDS infections from progressing indefinitely. If you have HIV, talk to your doctor about diseases that can occur following infection and the best ways to treat them.
And that was the 7 o'clock news. Stay classy, San Diego.
Mike Wilmer.